spit the word without a pulpit. Yeah, if you ain't know, so I ain't letting go of my anointment. Yeah, if you ain't know, you already know what time it never is. Never let go. I'm serving scriptures to the bodies that be lost in the street. Man, I ain't letting go of nothing, this the gospel to me. I'm never quitting, man, I'm right where I'm supposed to be. I'm focused on my mission like I'm Moses walking straight through the sea. I got a pocket full of pennies cause my soul changed. Even that, my Lord's never joined the dope game. Now I'm getting real comfy, let the coat hang. You know I'm in the building, man, I'm about to blow like propane. If all this rapping's an issue, then you could grab a tissue. I'm saving lives with these verses, man, I won't even diss you. You got some hate on your spirit, man, it don't even fit you. You better step out my presence or else my God will fix you. Just know I'm living in purpose to every single daughter. I ain't gonna wait till you give it, man, I'ma take my flowers. Don't need no trophies or glory because he gave me power. I'll just keep repping the kingdom until the final hour. Purpose. Yeah, if you ain't know, and all it ever took me was some focus. Yeah, if you ain't know, he told me spit the word without a pulpit. Yeah, if you ain't know, so I ain't letting go of my anointment. Yeah, if you ain't know, never letting go.
My purpose, man, it's locked down. Can't take it from me, no, not now. Ain't no way I'ma walk out. I'm fighting on for my God's crown. Got a problem with it, that's on you. Get behind me, Satan, watch God do everything that he said he would, and that's all faith, yeah, understood. Yeah, got a calling, we're showing up. Evil spirit need to step down, otherwise I'll be pulling up. Aftermath, y'all see the blood dripping down, got no love for the enemy. Holy, you better be telling my old self that he's dead to me. See these orders coming in, telling me to go spread the message. You can't tie me down, check it, we moving to the objective. With anointed sound, getting prophetic, y'all can't reject it. But with God, we make a move strictly because he said it. Woo. Ignore all the people that don't want to see you do it for the kingdom. Glory be given to God, and we don't deserve it. When the yank comes, he's putting his heel right on the back of the neck, killing a serpent. The battle is already won, so
this is what it means to live in purpose. Yeah, if you ain't know, and all it ever took me was some focus. Yeah, if you ain't know, he told me spit the word without a pulpit. Yeah, if you ain't know, so I ain't letting go of my anointment. Yeah, if you ain't know, never letting go. See, we only living in the purpose that God put us in, you feel me? Never letting go. So never mind who you thought we were. Never letting go. I know you feel like you the gatekeeper and everything. Never letting go. But it ain't up to you. Yeah. You already know what time it is. Yeah. 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 I'm feeling like David. Yeah. Feeling like David. Yeah. Can't nobody slay me. Yeah. You can't slay me. I feel like Moses. Yeah. Big Moses. Yeah. Can't nobody hold me. Yeah. Can't nobody. Yeah. I feel like Daniel. Yeah. And what up, Daddy? Yeah. Can't nobody face me. Yeah. I'm feeling like Joseph. Yeah. Big Joseph. Yeah. Can't nobody break me. Yeah. Listen, why these haters tweaking? Acting like I don't need it. All of my pockets bleeding. All of my sneakers speaking. Never had a pot to piss in. Made a lot of dumb decisions. All of my sins forgiven. Now I got ammunition. No competition. This is the product cause they ain't resilient. I'm gonna make it, don't need an opinion. Ain't gonna fumble, I'm here on a mission. I'm already winning. This is the vision. Feeling like Jesus in front of the millions. Making my mark with some bread and some fishes. Can't take the heat to get out of the kitchen. I'm feeling like David. King David. Yeah. Can't nobody slay me. Yeah. You can't slay me. I feel like Moses. Yeah. Big Moses. Yeah. Can't nobody hold me. Yeah. Can't nobody. Yeah. I feel like Daniel. Yeah. Big Daddy. Yeah. Can't nobody face me. Yeah. I feel like Joseph. Yeah. Big Joseph. Yeah. Can't nobody break me. Yeah. Listen, stacking the green, I stay in the lab. Heat up the curry, I'm making a splash. Brother, he made me with clay in his hand. shot like I'm Kevin Durant from London to France. I cannot wait till I see all the beautiful cities and land. That is the plan, so I'm gonna need all my checks in advance. Do what I can, even without the best microphone. I'm finna make me a jam. Thanking my God for the things that I have. Turning my water to wine in a flash. Living in fear is a thing of the past. Ignoring the hate that I hear on the gram. You think you the goat, but you really a lamb. Here with my Bible, you know who I am. I'm feeling like David. King David. Yeah. Can't nobody slay me. Yeah. I feel like Moses. Big Moses. Yeah. Can't nobody hold me. Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm feeling like Daniel. Big Daddy. Yeah. Can't nobody face me. Yeah. I feel like Joseph. Big Joseph. Yeah. Can't nobody break me. Yeah. Listen. Yeah. Yeah. God is the GOAT, man. He took me from nothing to something, man. I'm on a roll, man. Yeah. Why these haters and demons be doing the most, man? Yeah. Kind of a buster, man. I ain't afraid of no ghosts, man. Who want the smoke, man? God is the GOAT, you already know. How many blessings you think that my God gonna bring in a row? Follow the code. I don't be cheating this game, man. I play on a whole other mode. All of my bros, yeah, we be reading the Bible together. We taking some notes, defeating the foes. Yeah, we got God on our side, he the GOAT. A to the O, Alpha Omega. Man, I ain't never been afraid of no danger. Devil coming at me, but I got the right savior. I'm about to put him down like Obi did Vader. Got a lightsaber, who wanna go? Gassing me up while he sits on the throne. Standing my grind, man.
Welcome. I love this song so much. All right, so the song that I actually was just playing is actually my song, The GOAT. And actually the music video coming for that on Thursday. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Thank you all for joining in. Thank you all for joining in on YouTube Live. Welcome to my Tuesday Q&As where I answer all music industry questions, any music industry questions live right on here, right on the channel. So if you guys have any music industry questions whatsoever, feel free to actually type them in the chat right now. It doesn't matter how many questions you have. Type them into the YouTube live chat right now, and I'll be able to answer every single one of those questions, right? So you guys got me here for an hour. It's an hour of Q&As, and I'm just here to help you guys out. So when you write your question in the chat, just let me know you're here. Let me know you're present. Let me know where you're coming from or where you reside. And then let me know what the question is, and we'll go from there, all right? So I'm going to give it some time for a couple more people to join in. Shola Big Dream, what's going on? Thank you so much for joining in on my IG Live. If you have any music industry questions that you want answered live today, go ahead and check the link in the bio of IG and head over to my YouTube channel. Best music industry question gets a free gift on me today, and I'm actually going to tell you guys what that free gift is. That free gift is actually my ebook, The 13 Steps to Jumpstart Your Music Business. With that ebook, you'll actually learn the 13 different steps that I took to actually put myself in a position to do music full-time. I've been doing music full-time for years now, and all it took me was those 13 particular steps, all right? And once I did those steps, I basically was in that transition period from my 9-to-5 to now doing music full-time. I've been doing this for a long time, and I just want to pass that on to you guys. Now, of course, that ebook is not free, right? There is a cost to that ebook, but the best question that gets asked today can't get that ebook free, all right? And also, I got to show you guys something because this is amazing. This is amazing. So I greet you, brother. I appreciate it for sure. So I want to show you guys something here. What I also did, you know, because people used to see me pull this up on screen all the time. Now, this is the physical copy of the ebook. All right. I actually never offered the physical version of it. I only had it in ebook form. But you know what? So many people has been asking me for the physical copy of the book. So I decided to answer the call. So moving forward, if you want the physical copy is available on my website. All right, it'll get shipped to you. Looks just like this. As you can see, it's very nice cover, premium pages, everything. All 13 steps are in here, as you can see, right? It's on my website right here. Of course, the ebook is right here, right? The ebook is right here. There's the price of the ebook. Like I said, best question that gets asked today will have a chance to win the ebook version of it. But if you do want the physical book, it is now available on my website for purchase. All right. So I just want to let you guys know that. And the last thing I'll let you know before I start answering these questions is I also have my membership club. My membership club is for those of you who want a more personal touch. You get priority replies to comments, members only exclusive walkthrough videos, and free monthly one-on-one music business coaching sessions. All you got to do is hit that join button on the bottom of this screen, on the bottom of this video, if you want to join in as a member. All right. And I see Creative Resources Entertainment LLC. Welcome. What's going on? New to your channel. Well, thank you for joining from Jersey. Wow, that's dope. Actually, I just heard some wild news today in, I don't know if it was Jersey, but it might be. I know it's up north near there. But did you see this whole boat and bridge thing? It's insane. It's probably even bigger news up there, but I'm just now hearing this, and it's wild. The whole boat ran into a bridge and took down the bridge. It was crazy. So definitely praying for those people, all the people who are affected with that, because that's just tragic news. But yeah, like I said, you guys know about the membership. You could join in on that. Again, my hearts and prayers go out to anybody who is affected with that. I think they're still looking for people. It's crazy, but hopefully you guys are safe out there. Oh, it was in Maryland. Okay, yeah, I knew it was somewhere near there, Maryland. Okay, man, yeah, that was crazy. But definitely welcome. I'm glad you're on the channel for the first time. All I do here is just answer music industry tip questions. So any questions that you may have, just go ahead and chat it in. All right. Any questions that you guys want answered today, I will answer them. What's going on, YCB DJ Vibes? If you have any music industry questions that you want answered live today, Fitness Fakir, what's going on, brother? Any music industry questions you guys want answered live today, hop into my YouTube channel, ask the chat on the YouTube, and I will be able to answer those music industry tip questions live today. Best question, again, will get my ebook for free. Best question, the winner will get my ebook for the best question that is asked. What's going on, Danny boy? That's my bro. Listen, man, I made some news today. I actually have physical copies of my ebook finally, and it is available on the store. It's crazy. ZZZ, John, hey, checking in. Appreciate you joining in on the live. What's going on? Thank you for joining in. If you have any music industry questions, definitely go ahead and type the questions in on your YouTube chat. Best question answered live today will get a free gift. ZZZ, let me know where you're coming from. Let me know where you're hailing from. Also, for share your music links. Everybody share your music links so I can follow, and the other people in the chat can follow as well, because I'm trying to build this community here of just independent artists. We follow each other, we support each other, and all of that good stuff. All right, so I'm going to get to the first question. All right, as you guys know, I like to collect questions in the comment sections every week, just to see what kind of questions are being asked of me. So here we go. All right, so this is the first question that I'm going to answer today. All right, and this question was asked on my video, how to claim your Google Knowledge Panel. All right, the question was actually from Yak Nasty that Nilla. All right, so please help in big bold letters. So this must be big. I probably saved this for a reason. All right, major question. So on the YouTube Music app, all of my music under videos, which anything from the actual YouTube channel, all of my music titles show up as that Nilla on the YouTube app. So this is like on the YouTube Sun the TV. Oh, I guess it's on the YouTube app on the TV as well. I can tell it's something that I must have done on my end because it's spelled how I would spell it myself. Okay. Is this under Google or YouTube? I tried contacting people and nobody respond through email over the years about it. I need to get this fixed because people look me up all the time. All right. And I think there was more to this message. It's weird because it's all the songs. Okay. So, yeah, there was more to this, but essentially it was in regards to this. Okay. So, when it comes to how your music is showing up as far as your artist title, Google isn't actually responsible for this, nor is YouTube. What's responsible for this is the music distribution company that you decided to use when you released your song. All right. There, whatever title or whatever name that you chose when you actually had your artist name, when you was uploading your music for the first time as your first release, I guess, that artist name is what they use. So you might have put that name in when you first released your first song, and every song from that point has just used the same artist name. So your Google panel probably has that same artist name as well. The way you fix that isn't through Google. It isn't through YouTube either. You would actually have to go to that original distributor and go back in and edit the names of those songs so that it has that, which means that there probably is going to be a new music profile that's completely different from your profile. You may have to relink it to your YouTube and relink it to all of those different things because it's essentially going to be a new name. All right. Because if that's not exactly how you wanted your artist name and you wanted it a different way, you're probably going to have to recreate all the pages and stuff like that. So I don't know what distributor you have. You didn't mention in the comments, but if you have DistroKid makes it easy. So does Symphonic and all of the other ones as well. But that's how you would do it. Of course, Yak Nasty, if you want any more information on that, or if you tried and you still can't figure it out, you could always reach out to me and I'll be able to help you and we could figure it out together. All right. So that's the first answer to that question right there. So now I'm gonna check the chats here. I see Creative Resources has the first question on the YouTube chat. So the question is, where do you think hip-hop rap is headed in terms of mainstream versus underground? Nationally versus internationally? Okay, this is a big question, and it's a great question because a lot of people have opinions when it comes to where music is going, where hip-hop is going, where, just every genre is going, There's always that talk that hip hop is dying, this, that, and the third. I personally don't subscribe to that. But if I would have to guess where hip hop is going, I think hip hop is going to a place that well, before I say where it's going, let me I guess break down where I feel like it's at right now. I feel like hip hop right now is at a place of overload. I feel like there's just so many people out there trying to be an artist, so many people out there trying to make music, and now is as easy as it has ever been to make music and actually release it. I mean, you could literally get your song on Spotify in less than 3 days nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's super, super easy to be an artist and get your music out there. So because it's that easy, it ends up diluting the product, obviously, because there's just so many people, so many artists. I forgot the actual name of accounts that was registered with Spotify last year alone, and that's just Spotify. You know what I'm saying? There's so many, and rap is one of those genres that is really heavy because rap is very different from a lot of the other genres. When you take rock, for example, you can't just be a rock artist in one day. You know what I'm saying? You got to find a band. You guys probably have to write some songs, figure out the instrumentation. Rock, it's a band. You know what I'm saying? So by the time you guys release music, that music is already refined, right? It's very similar to pop and a lot of the other genres. When it comes to hip hop, All you really need is a beat. You find a beat online, and then you find somewhere to record it. You could even buy the equipment yourself, record your vocals on it, and release it. You get what I'm saying? It's much, much easier to actually create as a hip hop artist than any other genre. So that's something else that contributes to the state of hip hop. It's just there's so many people out there, and unfortunately, a lot of the music isn't good. Not because the artist isn't good or the artist isn't talented. It's just there's not enough time and care that's being put into every single song. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I think that we're just an overload right now. I think that because there's so many artists out there, it's hard to stick to one artist or pay attention to one artist. I feel like there's a new artist every day, and I feel like I need to move on to the next artist every single day because there's just so many artists. So I don't think hip hop will ever go away. Hip hop is way too big. I mean, hip hop has become the new pop in a way that is they're just in everything, right? So I don't think that it's going anywhere, but I also don't think that hip hop can build from here. I just think we're just in an overall play. I don't really see the next step of evolution for hip hop. I think we're here, and I think we're just going to be in this bubble for a very long time. Of course, there will be new styles and things like that as far as artistically, but just the overall view of hip hop, I think that it's just going to stay where it is, where it's been for years now. It's always going to have those negative connotations to it because of a lot of the content that you hear in hip hop and things like that. I don't think that's changing anytime soon, no matter how many pure artists and good artists. I mean, me, myself, I'm a Christian hip hop artist. There could be millions of us at some point. I don't think it's still going to change the entire fabric of hip hop because, again, there's just so much out there. And hip hop right now is a very, very copycat league. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's trying to sound like their favorite artist, and that just creates unoriginality, and everyone sounding the same. You get what I'm saying? So I'm worried. I'm definitely worried just overall on the creativity side of it, but it's just where it's at. You know what I'm saying? It's just where it's at. Now, as far as, nationally and internationally, hip hop is major. It's major, it's international, it's out there. But again, I just don't think it's going to be bigger than anything else. All right. Now, I have someone else who joined in here, X. All right. So X says, must be living under a rock, my boy. Okay. Tell me how. The game is coming back to independent. When it comes to the business side, yes, the game is coming back to independent. And actually, the game, I wouldn't even say coming back to independent because the game was never independent to begin with. The game started with labels. It didn't start with independent. Those labels started everything. Sure, those labels only had maybe one or two people attached to it, but the game never started with independence. It actually started with labels. Labels were the only people who were able to distribute music if you actually check your history. So we're not coming back to independent music, but independent music is definitely bigger. But I wasn't talking about the business side of music. I was just talking about what hip hop is viewed at overall culturally and where hip hop as a genre is going. All right. So that's a completely different conversation when you're talking about independency. But even in independent music is just as diluted as hip hop in general because it's so easy to release music, because it's so easy to get a distribution account. It's very, very easy to put out music, and none of those distribution companies are vetting the music like, okay, this is bad quality music, we're not going to distribute it. No, nobody's doing that. As long as you pay for DistroKid, you can have your music on all the streaming platforms no matter how good or bad the quality is, right? With that being said, that dilutes the product. So even with your statement as far as coming back to independent, it still doesn't change my point as far as overall where the state of hip hop music is. But I thank you for your opinion, for sure, for sure. All right, so we're going to get to the next question here that I have lined up that I wanted to answer from these questions that people ask me on the comments. So this question is from, what is BMI royalty payout schedule? What is the pay? It was asked on this, right? And it's from 2K Kenny. All right. And the question is, can you do a video of how to edit a submission that you've done? I didn't know what I was doing and published something wrong. Okay, so this is definitely a interesting thing. All right. So with BMI is actually very, very difficult to change your information once it's already reconciled and it's already registered. All right. In order to do that, there's actually different steps that you have to take depending on what you want to change. So it can absolutely be hell. What you literally have to Google is BMI edit registered songs. All right. Once you Google that, there's actually a link here. How do I, and this is BMI. What I'm actually going to do for anybody else who watched this video, I'm going to share this link here. All right. And this link will take you to this page. This page actually tells you what you have to do. So you're going to want to click, where is it? Oh, I think this is the wrong one. Let me go back here. It's this one, update and registered work. So the first link I sent is wrong, but this one is the right one. In this link right here, these are the different things that you have to do depending on what you have to update. See if it's a duplicate title, if the sample information, if you want to add or remove a publisher, an author, if you want to change the name. All of these are the different things that you may want to change, but they all have different procedures on how to do it. The second link I sent you will show you exactly how to make those changes if you want to make it. All right, so that's to answer that question there. All right, now we have a rebuttal from X. So now, real hip hop started with rappers. Labels took advantage now. They're dying off. I'm glad music is returning to the artist. That's all I'm saying. No, I definitely agree with you. I definitely understand what you're saying as far as it started with rappers. I mean, we all know DJ Kool Herc was the father of hip hop because he was the first one that actually had an MC on the turntables, or while he was on the turntables, he was the first to have an MC on there. And obviously we all know the big hip hop parties they used to have back then and everything like that. But all of that stuff that was going on back then when hip hop was first starting, it didn't hit the nation until a record label group. I forgot their name and I forgot what the song was. What's that? I don't remember the song, but that was the first quote unquote hip hop song to hit the radio and hit everything. So when I say that hip hop started with record labels, that group was part of a record label. Everything else was underground at that point, right? So, and that was all around the same time. I really wish I remembered the name of that song. The hip, the hop, the hippie to the hop, that song. That was like the first hip hop song, so to speak, when it came to what everybody was hearing for the first time. And that group was under artists. And the funny thing about that group is they didn't write that or anything. They knew what was going on in New York as far as hip hop music was concerned, and they decided to capitalize on it. But yeah, I know my history. Trust me, I know my history about hip hop, but I definitely agree with you. To say that it's like the rappers aren't real now, I could understand where you're coming from that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely agree with that, because again, it's a copycat league now. Sugar Hill Gang, that's sick. Thank you so much, Creative Resources. I was trying to remember that. That's why I stopped, because I'm like, I gotta remember these guys. That they're all three of them were heavy set. Yeah, you know exactly what. That's the gang right there. Look that up, X. That song right there. Look up the history behind that particular song and look up the history on how hip hop was even created in the first place. It started underground in a sense, but as far as a business, Sugar Hill Gang was the first. Remember, independent music is still a business. Mainstream is still a business. Record labels is still a business. What they were doing, DJ Kool Herc and stuff like that, that was a hobby. Nobody was getting paid off for doing that. They was just doing that for fun. You get what I'm saying? When it actually became a business, it started with them. And that's what I mean by it started with the label. You get what I'm saying? And of course, there's documents and stuff out there that talk about it too. But definitely the history is rich. But when it started, they didn't really make much. You get what I'm saying? And we got to a point that hip hop, I feel like we reached our peak in hip hop probably late 90s, early 2000s. I think that was the peak. That was when we started getting like real, like notorious, I guess, or famous. That's when people like Tupac and Biggie and Jay and stuff started reaching numbers and things that other artists did, but still hip hop it just can't compete with a lot of those other genres, you know. And I know a lot of people may disagree, but I'm a numbers guy. At the end of the day, I only focus on the numbers, and the numbers will always reflect what I'm saying. When you think about how many artists have gone diamond, have sold 10 million records, most of them are pop and R&B singers, right? As far as hip hop, there's only a few of us that have ever went diamond. Tupac went diamond with, was it I believe Me Against the World, and his greatest hits album after his passing. Biggie has never gone diamond. He was close. He's at 9. Eminem went diamond once with I believe the Slim Shady LP went diamond. One of his went diamond. Outkast, Speakerboxxx and Love Below went diamond, right? That's it. Those are the only actual hip hop albums to ever go diamond. Nowadays, we haven't had any. You get what I'm saying? Since that time, look at all the artists that I mentioned. That was way back. We haven't had any artist nowadays that has gone diamond. Adele just went diamond with her last album. Adele has gone diamond with every single album that she has ever dropped. You get what I'm saying? Pop and all those other genres, they're just on a whole nother level than we are. You know, it's just the reality of where hip hop is versus them. And part of the reason is because not everybody listens to hip hop on the same level that everybody listens to pop and R&B. You walk into a department store, you're gonna hear pop or R&B. You're not gonna hear hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Everybody listens to Michael Jackson. Can we say that everybody listens to Gucci Mane? No. You get what I'm saying? Or Jay-Z. Jay-Z's the biggest hip hop artist ever, or at least been here for the longest. Everyone don't listen to Jay-Z, but I guarantee you everybody listens to Michael Jackson. Everybody has heard Whitney Houston, whether you're a baby or a grown man. Either way, you've heard her. You get what I'm saying? Two completely different things. So when I'm talking about hip hop, I'm also comparing it to the other genres out there. I'm not just looking at hip hop by itself. I know that culturally, when you're in our communities, that's all we see. You know, because that's what we are, and you know, it's catered to our environment. But globally, no, hip hop isn't on the levels of everybody else. You could take the biggest hip hop artist, I don't know what you want to say, Drake. Go look at Drake's numbers compared to any R&B artist right now, and he will fail miserably. It's not even close, you know. And that's just the reality of hip hop music versus other genres. But enough of that. I'll definitely answer the next question here. Let's see. What do I have? Boom, boom, boom. Next question was from, let me see, Zombie Eyes. And the question was asked, how to find your ISRC code on music. All right. So the question was, I don't know if this is a dumb question. No question is a dumb question, especially when you're trying to learn. But how long does it take for BMI reconcile my music? This is absolutely a great question. And honestly, this is an aggravating question. And also, do you know how long it takes for MLC, music licensing company? Same thing. Okay, so the craziest thing about this question is I have no idea. And it's so annoying because it's annoying for me because it takes forever. It absolutely takes forever to reconcile. Essentially, what that means is that when you register your song, right, through BMI, how long does it take for BMI to take the registration, accept the registration, reconcile it so that you will actually get paid for the royalties that they find moving forward? Basically, the completion of the application process. I'm telling you, this takes forever sometimes. Forever. And I think part of the reason for it is because some songs, there's just no royalties for them to collect for it, so it probably takes a long time. Maybe it's one of those instances that's until royalty is collected, it won't be reconciled. And the reason I say that because I've released a lot of music by this point. My singles usually reconcile so much faster than the songs on my album, right? And I think that's the reason for that is because my singles, I push those more and they get played on a lot of places. They get played, like I have singles that is being played on the radio. My album isn't played on the radio. That is one of the things that BMI collects. So obviously my single is probably going to reconcile faster than my album because they're not finding any royalties for it the same way they're finding for the singles. So that's probably the biggest reason why certain songs reconcile faster than other songs. But as far as how long it's supposed to take, I don't know. I still have songs that I released 2 years ago that haven't been reconciled yet. You get what I'm saying? So that's a great question, and I'm a look into that further, see if I can find an answer to that, because it's about time that I figured that out as well, because I have no idea, and it's aggravating me just as much as it's probably aggravating you to find that. So let's see what else I have here. Corey Harris, thank you so much for joining into my live. I see you hopped right on here and asked 2 questions right away. That's what I like to see. Take advantage of this entire hour. Any music industry questions you guys have, type it in. Best question gets a free gift on me. All right, so Corey's first question is, what are some good free or paid playlists one can get on? Oh, great question, Corey. Great question. But I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Why? Because I'm just going to send you a link of something. That, Corey, used to be one of my most asked questions. And since my website is already up here, you see this right here, Spotify playlist websites. This is the answer to your question right here. I'm actually going to share this link to the chat group, and Corey, what I want you to do is actually get this right here, and don't worry about the price, because as you can see here, it is zero. It is absolutely for free, right? What this is, Corey, this is a tool or ebook that I created that actually shows you 8 different websites that you could absolutely submit your music to for free. It's Spotify playlisters who are always looking for new music for particular genres, and you submit to them, and if they like your music, they will simply put your music on their playlist. If they don't, they'll let you know that it is not a good fit for their playlist, but it's all free. You don't have to pay anything for it, and it actually, through Spotify terms and conditions, it is illegal to actually charge people for that anyway, but we know there's people out there that still do it. This, that, and the third, that's another topic. But either way, this will be the answer to your question, Corey. And just to give you a quick, I'll just show you one really quickly. SoundPlate. SoundPlate is one of the 8 websites. So SoundPlate.com is one of the websites on that list. You go to SoundPlate.com, all right, and then you'll see up here. Where is it? Playlist, I think, and submit music, right? Once you go to submit music, here's all these different playlists that you could actually submit to. What I will always advise you, Corey, and what I advise everybody else, make sure you're picking the genre of your music. So if you do hip-hop music, click on hip-hop music and only submit to playlists that make sense to your music, right? Literally, once you click like lyrical hip-hop, I'll click on this, submit music here. You hit the submit button, and then you go through you guys couldn't even see it. Let me show you. Let me go. I'm so sorry. Let's run it back. Okay, so we're going to go to soundplate.com. This is one of the websites, soundplate.com, right? You see it here, soundplate.com, right? You go up here to playlists. You go here to submit music, right? Submit music. You pick hip-hop, all right? And these are all the different websites you could submit to. And since you couldn't see my website, let me show you. I already shared the link, but it's right here, right? Merch store, right? Books. I'm sorry, I thought I was showing you guys the screen, and you guys ain't even telling me nothing. So disrespectful. All right, Spotify playlist website. See, absolutely free. Make sure you grab that, Corey. You can submit to as many of these playlists as you want. You can only submit one time. Just make sure you stick to your genre when you're submitting to better your chances, all right? And like I said, this is absolutely free. And the other 7 websites on this list are other websites that you could submit your music to for free. And this has been an absolute blessing, especially for my music, because some of the biggest playlists that I've ever been on was from submitting to these for free, all right? So that answered that questions right there. Dropping gems. Thank you, Fitness Fakir. Thank you for joining in on the live. That's my brother Danny right there. I appreciate you so much. All right, so great question, Corey. Again, anybody on the chat, make sure to ask your music industry questions right here on the chat. Best question gets my ebook. And also, I'll show you guys again that ebook just so you guys know the value. Look at this ebook. It's $45, right? It's expensive. The reason it's expensive is because I've literally seen people benefit from this immensely. So I can't just give this away. It took me forever to write this, and it's literally everything that I did to put myself in a position to leave my 9 to 5 job and do music full time. I want the same thing for you guys as well, but you got to show me that you really want it, right? And here's the physical copies, right? I actually have physical copies now. I have one right here. You get what I'm saying? This is how the physical copy looks. You get what I'm saying? You could actually get this shipped to you if you want the physical copy as well. Some people want physical copies. And you know what, guys? I'm going to tell you a funny story. With the physical copy, as soon as the night that I actually uploaded it and had it on my website, I woke up the next morning and somebody bought one in the middle of the night. Like as soon as, and I got so upset because I'm like, people don't want physical copies. They want digital. They want digital. As soon as I had it up, somebody got one. So there are still people out there that want physical. If you're one of them, I completely understand. I'm a digital person. I don't really care for physical copies, but I can't speak on behalf of everybody. So that's great. If you guys want that as well, you can. But winner today will actually get the digital copy. So Corey also had a second question. I'm sorry, I didn't even see the second question. Let me see. What is the best way to get radio play without paying for it? Okay, so every single time that my music has been on the radio, I also did not pay for that either. All right. A lot of radio stations, whether internet radio stations or just regular radio stations, they also aren't supposed to be charging you for submissions. All right. You have to know this information. This is the truth. This is the law. They're not supposed to. You are able to actually submit your music. Now, the real question would be, how do you submit your music to these stations? For most of these stations, you would submit it online. All right. So any station that you look at, right? You want to go online. You know what? Let me try a station that I know. Okay, there's 99 Jams. Let's see if I can find out how to submit to 99 Jams. I'm in South Florida, by the way, for those of you who don't know. So, is this, yeah, Super Cindy, this is 99 Jams. All right, so let's see. Where would it be? This is probably one of the biggest stations in South Florida. All right, so let's see, section up here. Is there anything that says submit here? Contest, maybe you submit through the contest. That's a possibility. Podcast, more, contact us. That's usually a great place to start when it comes to submitting. Let's try contact us. Let's see. Okay, they have an address, man. They're willing to tell people where they're at. I'll pull up on you. What you mean? But okay, so look at this. So they have a phone number right here. They have their business line. They have a request line, right? They have different departments, different people to contact. All you got to do, look, promotional and digital content managers. They have all of these people that you could literally just call here and possibly get your music submitted through them directly. Now, will they take on your music? I don't know. I can't answer that. But just make sure that your music is ready, right? One thing that I've always learned: always be ready and never be in a position to have to get ready, right? Because you never know when you got to show out. So just make sure your music is on point. Make sure your music is ready to go. But submit, man. Just go to these websites. They should have a submission form somewhere, whether it's internet radio or actual radio. That's the best way to do it. Like I said, I've been on radio stations with most of my singles. All right. So if you want to take advantage of that, you just got to do the research and use the internet as a tool. All right. A lot of people use the internet just to chill on social media and stuff. I don't. I be on Google searching up all of this stuff, right? Half of it is to help you guys. Other half of it is so that I could grow in my music career as well. Everything that I learned, I share with you guys. I'm telling you, it does work. Just do the research and search it. Black Boy Julio, what's going on, brother? Thank you for joining in on IG Live. And anybody else who's watching on IG Live, feel free to join in on my YouTube Live. Any music industry questions will be answered live today on YouTube. So best question gets a free ebook on me. All right, so I'm gonna ask the next question here. Great question, Corey. I hope that that definitely helped you, and if it did help you, just let me know. Let me know if it helped you out and if it makes sense. All right, so next question we have here. was a question that was asked on how to distribute your music to streaming. All right, so the question is, do you have information on starting a record label or artist contracts? I don't know why I actually had this here because I can answer this question very simple. No, no, I do not know how to start a record label or artist contracts or anything like that. Why? Because I am an independent artist. I promote independent artistry. I don't deal with record labels at all. I don't have a record label myself. I probably will never have a record label or a managed artist or anything like that, right? I'm all about independent artistry. I'm all about do it yourself. I'm all about just making music, putting it out there, getting paid for it, and living off of your music and only having to do music as a full-time job. That's what I'm here for. That's what I know. Anything that has to do with record labels, you're going to have to find somebody else for that one, all right? But hopefully that answers that question for him. All right. Now, I have a question that's in the chat here. It's Corey again. Thank you, Corey, for asking all of these questions. And very, very smart on taking advantage of this because, like I said, this is what I'm here for. I'm here till 1. So get all your music industry questions out now, and I'm here to help you. All right. So Corey's question is, what is your preferred sync site? Okay, I'm going to answer that question in a second, but I see Eddie Crow. Thank you for joining in. Eddie Crow says, I don't see the website for playlists in the chat. My tool book for playlists, that chat, or Eddie, can you be a little bit more specific on what you mean? Or if you're referring to my 18 websites, that's this right here. Right here. It's 8 websites that you could submit your music to for free. All right. Did I put that link? I'm pretty sure I did. All right, I'll put it again. I think that's this link right here, but I'll put it again just in case. All right. But once you download this, Eddie, it'll give you all 8 of the websites that I used to submit my music to for free. All 8 of them. All right. And what I was showing you guys earlier was one of those websites. All right. But there's 8 websites that you could submit completely for free without any price. That's the link there, Eddie. All right. So to answer your question, Corey, when it comes to sync sites, all right. So there are so many sync sites, and to be honest, Corey, I haven't found much success with sync sites. I have found more success reaching out to music directors directly. I found way more success doing it that way than using sync sites. All right. Here's the problem with sync sites. The biggest problem with sync sites is you sign up for them. Typically, you have to pay to sign up for them. And when the syncing opportunity comes, let's say the syncing opportunity comes for hip hop, everyone who's a part of that syncing site is going to be submitting their music to the same place that you're submitting it to. Earlier in this live, I talked about how diluted and how much people are out there doing music and how easy it is to make music now. So that makes music more competitive. The market is oversaturated with so much music. I think that sync sites are good, and I think that there is success from it, but that wouldn't be something that I personally would bank on if I'm really trying to be successful as a sync licensing artist. All right. What I would strongly advise you to do, Corey, is to reach out to these people directly. Now, when I say these people, what I'm talking about is music directors for particular things. For example, if you feel like, let's say you feel that your music would be dope for, I don't know, First Take, right? Because First Take actually plays a lot of music during their broadcast, during their show, First Take on ESPN, right? What I would do is I would just Google First Take on IMDb, all right? Now, if you don't know what IMDb is the Internet Movie Database. And you're probably wondering, why would I want to look up IMDb? I'm going to show you exactly why you look up IMDb. You go to the exact thing that you want to possibly get your music on, right? Now, what you want to do is you want to go to the credits. Now, I believe you have to, okay, yeah, this is it right here. You want to go down, and here's all obviously the people who are part of the show. But essentially what you want to do is you want to find the music director to the show. Now, First Take may be a bad thing, bad example because they have so many people who's just on the show, you know. But okay, so here we go. Series producers, photographers, music, boom. Series music department. You guys see that there? Series music department. These are the people who are in charge of the music. Steve Porter is a producer on there. We have the composers, theme music, background score. So this will probably be the ideal person to reach for First Take, particularly because he's the one who plays the background music. And that background music, I hear hip hop music all the time. I'm probably gonna do this right after we're done with this live anyway. I don't know why I haven't done it yet. But what then you would do is you would click on the name, Brian E. Watson. All right. So this is the information. Now you see where it says contact info right here, but you see it says IMDb Pro. You won't be able to get the contact information unless you have the Pro. But what you might be able to do is just Google his name, music department, and find a workaround, right? Use the internet to your advantage. Because look, if I click on this contact info, it's going to give me this right here. You have to be a Pro member to see his contact. All right, bet. So what I'll do is I'm just going to Google his name. Use the power of the internet, guys. Use the name. And now we're going to look up the name, right? Music producer. Look at this. He's on LinkedIn. That's crazy. I'm about to submit to this man right now. Y'all think I'm playing. I'm submitting to this dude right away. He's on LinkedIn. He's probably on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? But okay, let's check out the LinkedIn. Let's see if it's the same guy. Yeah, it's the same guy. Look at it. Same guy. Musical composer for TV and film. BMI. Look, contact info. Right? And now I don't have LinkedIn. Actually, I think I do have LinkedIn. Well, I will log into my LinkedIn and get the contact information. I'm not going to do it now because I'm stealing this for myself. I'm going to do this for myself. I ain't going to hold you. But yeah, this is essentially what you want to do. Find the person directly. Look, he has his own website. You know what I'm saying? What is this company website? He has a whole company. Let's go check out the company. External link to the company. Again, I could have paid for IMDb Pro, got it, or I could have just did a little bit more working. Look, TV and film music production done right. This is, look at this, his IG. Stop playing. His Facebook. Stop playing. Yes, this is what we call stalking people. I know. Don't worry. Look, contact. Look at that. So now I'm going to go to his contacts up here. Look, contact form. I could fill out this contact form. Or I could go to the company. Look, I could message them on IG because we know that he's a part of this music company, right? Here's the Facebook of the company, right? So we know that he's a part of this too. This is how you use the internet to your advantage, guys. You use the internet to find the people. Now, from this point, all you got to do is contact Mr. Brian Watson, and make a hell of an impression on him. Make an impression on them. Send them some of your best work. Let them know that, you know, like me personally, I'll be like, hey, I love First Take, this, which I absolutely do. I always hear the music. I love the selection of music that you pick, which I absolutely do. And, you know, I would wondering if you would consider any of these for, you never know. Sometimes I hear background music from there of artists I don't even know. Other times I hear J. Cole, but a lot of the times it's somebody I don't even know. That tells me that their music department is willing to put people on. That tells me that their music department is willing to play new artists and artists that people haven't heard before. Take advantage of that. All right. So that's how I take advantage of syncing opportunities. Right. So I hope that helps you out. Laugh out loud. Pretty Girl Progression. Yo, yo, yo. Thank you for joining it. I love how you always say yo, 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 because that's how I start my videos. You know what I'm saying? So that's hilarious. This is what we call stalking. Yes, Danny, it is exactly what we call stalking because I ain't playing. I told y'all once, and I'll tell y'all again. I ain't here to play no games. I'm that serious about that. I'm not here to play no games. I'm here to make it. You heard? All right. Gorman, what's going on? Thank you for joining in, Gorman. And it's pronounced just like how Terrence Howard would say it, man. Hey, I know Gorman actually won the ebook a while back, and he left an amazing review on it. I thank you for that, and just let people know in the chat how it has helped you, for sure. What we have somebody here, Chino NYE. Thank you for joining in on IG Live. I'm answering music industry questions live on YouTube, and time's running out. So if you want a music industry question answered live, head over to my YouTube, ask it on YouTube, and you may have a chance to win my free ebook. So definitely go ahead and join in there. All right. Now, Gorman says, this stuff you're doing is exactly how I made a collab with an artist I'm a fan of. Now we're homies, laugh all out. It works. Yes, stalking, Danny, stalking. That's exactly what we do. We're going to stalk these people, and we're going to find them, because we're going to find their IG. We're going to find out where they work. I know where this man live. I know his phone number, his email, his website. He going to hear me once and for all. You know, he going to have to turn me down. And that's how you got to be as an independent artist. Why? Because you're competing against record label people, right? You got to be in their grill, and I will absolutely hit up Brian. So as you can see, I'm not closing any of those tabs. Me and Brian going to have a conversation for sure. All right. So, let's see. So, Chino, I'll answer your question on here. But again, if you want a chance to win the ebook, you got to answer it on YouTube Live. All right. So, please, boss, I'm a gospel Afro pop musician, and I am really confused now. All right. Gospel Afro pop musician. Now I'm confused. We both confused. Okay. And I am. All right. So let me know what your question is. If you can't join it on YouTube, go ahead and answer the question on IG Live, and hopefully I can answer it there. That man confused me. Just try to read what he does. All right. Gorbas, it's a great book if you need some educated guidance. Wes knows what's up. I appreciate that so much, Gorman. I appreciate that for real, for real. I think you guys, I love this community. Again, make sure you guys add your music links on the chat and everything so we can follow each other and really build this community. All right. So let's see what other question we have lined up here. So the next question is, how to switch distributors without losing your play count. Okay, so the question was from Keith Life. All right, it was about 11 days ago. I took down one of my releases too early, thinking that it went through because the new distributor said live. But now it's off of platforms, but I did all previous things. Do you think my stream count could possibly stay? I don't want to. I'll say this. Living on a prayer. You're living on a prayer at this point, because your stream count probably going to be gone. I hope it isn't. I really don't. I believe in you, Keith Life. I believe in you, but that day probably gone. It's probably gone. Probably gone, because the biggest thing about transitioning from one to the other is you have to make sure not to remove it from the first one before it's up on the second one. Because once it's removed, the stream counts go with it. So because it was removed, the stream counts unfortunately probably went with it. And when the new one comes up, the new one is going to start the play count from 0. That is the most important part of following that video. And so what that tells me that you probably tried to make the switch without watching the video. Because if you watch the video, the first thing I told you is do not remove the song from the previous. So you probably did it first and then went online to see how to do it. YouTube University, guys, always use YouTube to your advantage, right? There's so many music industry questions that you will be able to find answers to on YouTube University on the internet, right? My channel alone answers so many music industry questions, and it's literally questions that I have thought of or I had to find answers to myself. All right, I'm not just somebody giving out questions. I'm also an artist as well, so I also have moments that I have to do this and do that, just like you guys. When I don't know how to do it, I literally do the research and find out, and then once I find out, I just make a video to help those who are having a harder time finding out than I am. I'm basically doing the work for you guys as far as finding out the information. Take advantage of the resources. I have tons of videos on my channel, right? The best way to navigate my channel is this way, because I know I do have almost 500 videos, so I know it can be difficult to find something in particular. All you got to do is hit the little magnifying glass right here. You hit this magnifying glass and you search exactly what you want to search up, right? Let's say how to make money, right? You just type in money. You don't even got to type the whole thing. And all my videos pertaining to, look, 4 ways to make money as an independent artist, ways to get paid from TuneCore, everything that music streaming payouts for social media platforms, how do I make a TikTok artist, everything that has to do with making money as an independent artist, those videos will literally pop up. So that's how you definitely want to use my channel. Subscribe to the channel, get used to the channel. I'm always dropping a tip every week. Just take advantage of it. Okay, so Chino asked the question. It's very hard as a gospel musician to promote my work because the world focus on secular music. Please, boss, I need links. Chino, I absolutely disagree with you. I vehemently disagree with you. It is so much easier to promote your music as a gospel musician. Why? Because gospel music isn't as saturated as general music. It's more focused. It's more of a niche, right? I'm a Christian hip hop artist. That's a smaller group than just a hip hop artist, right? Because it's a smaller group, it's easier to promote that way. You just have to find the ways to actually promote it. There's so many ways, Chino. You need to get onto YouTube. If you really want me to help you, get on the YouTube right now and get on the chat on YouTube and let me know you're there. I'll show you something on YouTube. I can't show it to you on IG. So that's what I'm telling you. Don't ask me the questions on IG because I can't do nothing for you on IG. Go on YouTube and I'll show you some tips right now. But you got to get on YouTube and you better get on there before 1 o'clock because I am outie. I'm finna hit up Brian right after this segment so I can get on first take. Y'all think I'm playing. All right, so Gorman said, my question is, I saw artists I like on trademarks and they have lawyers listed under the trademarks. So their personal info is protected. Should I apply for the trademark not being on that level? Oh, and then you retracted it. Okay. All right. Well, if you want me to answer it, Gorman, you can hit at me. You can hit my DMs and we'll go over it. All right, Cheeto. I'm waiting for you. Don't let that 1 o'clock hit. That book is mine. It seems like it, Corey, because you're the only one who really ask some real good music industry questions. Let's see if I go back. Let me do a check real quick. ZZZ said, hey, I never said anything else, but I appreciate you for joining in. Me and X had to go back and forth about hip hop, but we did that. That was fun. All right. And yeah, I don't know. Chino might win it, Corey, if Chino could come ask the question on the chat. Chino got about 6 minutes. Yeah. Hey. He's a gospel musician, so he better be praying as he get to it. So, but yeah, all right. So let me see. I think we got time for one more. All right, the official glue. Thank you for joining in on my IG. All right, I'm actually answering music industry questions live on YouTube. So if you want a question answered in regards to music industry tips, head over to YouTube right away and get that question answered. You'll be in for a prize if you answered the best question. All right, so what is this? I didn't even mean to go here. Okay, so let's go to the next question here. Let's see. Fakir Fitness, Corey gave some great questions. Absolutely, 2 of them too. Last question. All right, Corey trying to seal the deal with the third one. Okay. How do you increase your YouTube views besides paying for ads? Ooh. That is such a loaded question. Corey. And to be honest with you, Corey, I haven't paid a penny for YouTube ads since I started YouTube, since I started doing music or anything, right? There's actually a science to actually growing or getting views. If we're just talking about getting views on YouTube, there's a science and there are some tips that I have that I could give you guys. Let me see. Did I ever do a video on that? Because I might actually do a video for that, Corey. Let's see. Yeah, Corey about to win this for real. Because anyone who makes me look up if I've done a video for it before usually wins. Because that's probably going to be the next video I'm going to do. Increase views on YouTube. How to get YouTube content ID. Where did I get paid? Okay. I don't have a video on that. All right. So there are about 5 different tips that I have, Corey. All right. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video on that, and that will be the next tech tip. that I will be releasing on Thursday. So Corey, you're gonna have to come back for that one because it is a great question, and I feel like that question can also be answered for other people who had that same question. So that'll be my next tech tip video on how to grow your views without having to pay for anything. All right, on YouTube, I'll show you some of my top tips, and then we could go from there. All right, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure, Corey, you turn your notifications on. Make sure you get everything lined up. Follow, subscribe, all of that stuff, so that when I do drop it, you'll be one of the first people to see it. You know, actually follow me on IG, Corey, if you have IG. All right, and send me a message. I'll follow you back. That way, once the video drops, I'll share the link to you on IG if you're on IG more than you're on YouTube, because some people are, all right? But that is a great question, Corey. And since Chino hasn't actually joined in on YouTube yet and asked a question, it looks like we have 2 more minutes. I'm just trying to see if Chino gonna make it, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I just want to see if he gonna make it, because he logged out of live over here and he's off of IG and he hasn't appeared on YouTube yet. So that man must have got lost in transit. But if he makes it, he makes it. But I doubt he's gonna make it, bro. I'm challenging this man to make it on time. I'm so wrong. Hey, he's a gospel artist too. It's so sad. Hey, but listen, he just he just joined it. He just joined it. You know, you just made it in 2 minutes. Yo, that was hilarious. All I can see is just him trying to get to the YouTube and just try to get through his phone. Oh my God, that is so hilarious. Congratulations, brother. You made it. You made it. I will, you know what? We ran out of time for me to help you anyway. But go ahead and follow me on IG. Yeah, I see you here. But you're late. Did your mother tell you never to be late? Bro, you had like 8 minutes to get to me. How you gonna come to me in the last second? I should just log you out or something, but all right, this is what we're going to do just for you. I am going to actually follow me on IG. All right, I'm going to follow you back. Send me a DM, and I'm going to give you a couple tips to help you as a gospel artist, all right? You lucky you one of my peoples, bruh. You lucky you one of my peoples, because if you was just a regular hip-hop artist, I would have closed that door as soon as I would have locked up. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in as soon as I saw you, but I got you, bro. Thank you for being committed. Thank you for trying. I don't know why it took you 8 minutes to get from Instagram to YouTube, but I'm not going to judge. All right. But that's it for today's episode. All right. Now it's time to announce the winner of the ebook. All right. I think it was a foregone conclusion from the start. I think we all know who the winner is. The winner is, drum roll, Corey Harris has won the ebook, The 13 Steps to Jumpstart Your Music Business. All right, Corey, what I want you to do is to follow me on IG. I'm going to follow you back. Send me a DM about this, and I will send you the link. I'll send you everything that you need so that you'll be able to download it and you'll actually get it free. The only thing I ask of you in return is to just leave a review after you've gone through it, all right? But reach out to me. It's yours. Everybody congratulate Corey. Corey asked some great questions. He had a 3-piece suit of questions, which was great. Congrats to that. Congrats to you for sure. Chino, I see you, bro. Thank you very much, boss. God Almighty bless you. Don't God Almighty bless you, me. It took you 8 minutes. 8 minutes to get from one app to another app. I don't know what you was doing in 8 minutes. Praying? What took you so long? But congrats to you, Corey. Chino. You lucked out. Congrats to you as well. Right? I'll chat with you on IG in regards to all of that. Corey, my IG is actually WesTheTech. Very, very simple. I'll type it in here. All right. This man took 8 whole minutes to get from one app to another. That man, you know, he probably had to download YouTube. He probably was in the App Store, downloaded YouTube, created a login. I think it took 8 minutes. Crazy, but all right. So that's the show for today, guys. Thank you all for joining in on the live. Thank you all for being part of the community. Thank you for those who ask all these amazing questions. All right, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Corey and everybody else, be on the lookout for that video for how to get more views on YouTube. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week, Tuesday. And again, be on the lookout for Thursday. And don't forget about my membership club if you guys want a more personal one-on-one approach to this music business coaching, all right? But I'll talk to everybody later. Congrats again to Corey, and I love seeing everybody congratulating him. See, that's the community I like right there. I appreciate all of y'all. See that? That's love right there. Shout out to everybody who joined in today, because I don't get this many congrats when somebody wins usually. This is beautiful. You guys are all right. I appreciate all y'all so much. I'll see you guys next week. Peace. All right, IG Live, I'm out.